Did you know about this 10,000 IQ way to stop the default plant on Chalet? Okay, so I've loaded into the round now on Chalet. You guys probably seen that intro and are wondering, like, what? How can you do that? Well, so you just want to reinforce the main wall, and then on this, I'd recommend reinforcing this side and making head holes on the left or the right. Depends which side you do. Either way, it's going to benefit the attacker some and you some, so just do this. You don't have to make this yourself, obviously. If you're solo queue, though, you can still with the gun. It's not too bad. Just don't waste too much ammo on that. But that's going to be your general setup there. That's all you have to really do. If you're going Solis, I'd recommend just hunting down the drones after that. You can go to the front door here and just check if there's any out here. And there is one right there. I didn't even mean for that to happen, but it did. I do have another POV on my other monitor to help with this example. That's how I got the intro too, but I'd recommend going Solis for this strat or Echo. With Echo, you can stick a yokai up here. I will be showing you that after the Solis one too. You can just stick a yokai up here. You have more info because you have a camera on them, and you can use a camera out here for the main lobby if you'd like, or you can stash in the other side just in case they push the solar instead, because that is a possibility, but 70% of the time or more they're going to go for this main breach take and try to plant right there in the default spot that you see in the intro. But you can stuff a yokai like up here in this light, it's harder to see, or up like here in this corner, and you can see the main breach that way too, which will be the next part about this. So I brought Habana in here just for this example. You can see the pellets, I put them on the left, the right, and the middle kind of on the wall. Just all the way across. I also put them higher than usual just in case to show you it still will work. So this trick is going to get rid of anything that's placed on the wall. So ace charges, the thermite, Habanas, it will get rid of any of that. And you probably think, oh, I'm probably just going to get below, make a hole and shoot them or something. Because obviously that's not going to work because the front door right here. But no. If you go all the way down here in the basement and look up right here on the ceiling, if you throw an impact right here, and then another one on the floor right above, it will get the wall here. I'll show you in the camera. Hopefully I didn't shoot it on accident, because sometimes I just like shooting the cams. Okay, good. Habana has moved. That's very creepy. I do have stick drift on my other controller, though, so that's why. Very bad stick drift. But I'm going to ping the wall just to show you guys. I know where it is at this point. If you look up right at this doorway, it's going to be right there. I usually just shoot a tiny little hole right here, so it's hard for them to see, and they won't hear the impact going off. Right there. Maybe a little bit bigger just to make sure the impact doesn't get stuck. If you want to be safe. That way, they still can't see you've shot through the floor, I don't think. Let's see. Not really. I think that's just the barricade right there. But there's your hole right there. They're not going to notice that. They're just going to think that's the barricade or something. So what you want to do, right when they start going off here, I'm not going to make them go off just in case I miss. But if you just start right at the floor here, let me ping again just to be safe. You can use this camera for this too. They probably would not have shot it at this point if they're doing it from outside. Usually they just Habana or Ace from outside. It's not usually common to do a thermite, and if it is, you can get a free kill doing this. And I'll show you why. So I'll just ping the middle of the wall. It's right... Oh, it's right there, okay. Is it? Yeah, it's kind of right there. Okay, I made the holes a little too high, so that's why I tested with the things. Actually, I don't think it's bad. I think that's good still. So if I throw an impact right here, let's see where it goes. So I got everything off except for the corner 3 on each side. But they're probably not going to throw the ace charge, or they're probably not going to shoot Habana pellets in general, but they're probably not going to throw the aces that far to the left or right. And if they do, they will open a slight hole, but if you look on the camera and see it's far left or right, then you could also turn and just do it that way. Like, if I throw one through here, it'll probably get the left off. Well, I missed, but... Hey, Habana. And this is why, if it's a thermite, you can get a free kill. Literally just throw an impact up and then start spraying. And you're going to kill the thermite. To see which side he's doing. If you don't know which side he's doing, just try to use your gadget as well. You can do this. And that would have been a free kill, even through the floor. If I seen the thermite going right there, freebie. I'm going to show you the echo method for doing this, though, now. Okay, I went sledge here now before, just to show you that you can actually throw a nade on this. Just like that. And that will get anything off of the main breach as well. I don't have anything on there right now. I just thought of this while I was doing this round. I have to, unfortunately, suicide myself right now. Let's move on to the next. But just in case you're wondering, you can get anything off the wall like that. You can go ash even to shoot a small hole. Shoot the launcher right there on the other side of the wall where I did, and that will remove any bandit batteries or mute jammers. And if you have grenades and do that like I did there, that will kill the bandit who's tricking, if you notice that's happening. And it is decently common to have something on that wall, so unless it's like an indestructible cave that's on the other side or something. Even if that's the case, though, if it's underneath and that will destroy it, you will see it when you shoot the hole. But okay, let's do the echo method now.
5 seconds to insertion.
Again, go outside the front door before you get down there. You can probably shoot a drone for free just like that. That's literally where the drones spawn. I did not move that at all. It just spawns there every time. So if you have an AFK player or something, it will be a freebie. Or multiple freebies if there's multiple AFK players that spawn there. Okay, so I'm down here as echo now again. 1 second, I'll put a thermite charge on the wall, and I'll show you guys it's a freebie. Okay, I put the thermite on the wall, but first, I will have to show you where the echo drone is, obviously. Because that's the whole point of this. I forgot to even place it. But for this echo drone, you can either throw it up on these beams, then hop it on the wall like that. That's one method. Or you can just put it on the floor here. And let's see, we can try to line it up with like the very corner so it's harder to see. Kind of like this. This is going to be hard for them to see on the roof. You can move it a little bit to the right. Let's move it on that side instead. Like this. There you go. That's going to be hard to see from outside, but you will be able to see right when they're jumping in the window, so you can get ready to do this. So you see the thermite's placing it right here. If he does it in the middle like that. Hey thermite, how you doing? I just staring into the wall. Is bro cooking? What the young kids say. Okay, so we can ping that thermite charge right there. Throw an impact up just like this after we make full. I'm being careful. I'm trying not to shoot the thermite before even. You might be able to just wall bang it through both floors. Oh, I just shot the thermite charge. There you go. Obviously, you'd want to make this hole beforehand. It is harder to do with Echo's gun than Solis's, that's for sure. Okay, there we go. We've seen where we were shooting before, so that's where the charge is. Let me ping it again, though. And there you go. Free kill on the thermite. If you want to, you can obviously throw your 2 impacts, too, to make that easier. Having impacts is making it, like, easy mode to do this method, but just spray around, you'll probably get a headshot. You have a high fire rate weapon. Especially with Solis. Her gun's so fast with a fire rate. But okay, I show you how to get rid of anything on the wall from complete safety, by the way. That's the best part about this. Like, if you're roaming with Solis or Echo, and you're helping your team with your drones, or you're helping destroy a lot of drones with Solis, maybe got a pick, try to get downstairs as fast as you can, and you can deny that for free. You can even do that at the start of the round to get rid of the wall denial. It's a huge thing. Like, if you can stop them from opening the wall and maybe get a kill on a thermite for free, then you've had a huge impact on the round already. And you can like shoot some drones if you're Solis, and maybe give some calls on your echo cams to your team. This obviously works in solo queue, like I said before, but it's going to be very strong with a team. Very strong. Okay, let me load back into Solis. I'll show you how to stop the default plant now. If you were unable to keep the wall open, or if you're just saving this for the plant denial, then I'll show you how to do that too. Just gotta load in the other player here. This time I'll go... I don't have ace on this account. I'll go thermite again. Why not? Just make a big hole in the wall. Say I failed to get that open, or I wasn't ready in time. Say I was like roaming on solar or whatever, and I got a pick or something already. Say it's 2v2 when this is happening. Also, always shoot your glass out windows. Just a bonus tip. I say that almost every single video, but it will be true most of the time. I'll also show you another angle you can get from the basement onto the site, which is very, very good. I don't see people doing this much. As long as you can hit your shots when they're walking in, this is going to be really strong too. So you want to make a hole right here on the walk-in. Kind of like right there, I think. Let's open this up too, just to be safe, like that.
5 seconds to insertion.
Again, if you're going Solis, I wouldn't reinforce much on the site. If you're Echo, maybe a little bit more because you'll be closer to site at the start, but Solis, you want to get out in the room. Again, there's the drone. It's a freebie every time, I'm telling you. Let me show you what the kitchen thing is I was talking about here. So you see this hatch right here. Either blow a hole with an impact on this hatch, or you can just save your impacts for later. The plant denial, like I was talking about, or the impact trick on the breach. Imagine doing all three of these things in a round. Getting a kill on this doorway here I'm about to show you. So you go to the hatch right here. Use the SMG so I don't waste more ammo. So, there's the door. You see that right there? Once they walk in, if you're far enough back here like this, I'd make a hole a little farther away. Okay, that's good right there. I would get farther back so that way you can aim down to and up. So you can start here and then go over here when they're coming through. Kind of like this. Because they'll be walking in, obviously. But right when they peek the door, free shots, especially if you have Solis' gun with a high fire rate, like I mentioned before. It'll help you on the headshot. Like I said before, if you have a team around you, you can open these hatches up completely, and this will be a lot easier to hold from down here. Make big shotgun holes there on the floor, open this hatch up. Freebies. If you have like info on that balcony or a teammate knows somebody's there and trying to push, they can just tell you to go here, hold that angle, and you have it covered. They don't have to worry about it as long as you have consistent aim, like I said before. If not, that might not be the angle for you, but these other things you can still do. So, like I mentioned before, you go right here under the door, make the holes. Just be mindful of these railings. That's why you kind of spray around when you're doing the shots on a person, because you might just hit a beam if you shoot at the same spot. Right there, that'll get anything off the wall. I'm not actually going to throw it again. Let me go ahead and get thermite in position as well. Also, do you guys hear that? When you're down here in the basement, you're literally right below the front lobby door, like the double door. You can hear my gun. I'm thermite shooting that right now. Like I am right above that shooting. The double door on the main lobby fireplace. Now I'm going up the ladder, and you can't hear me. You can hear him. You can hear my shots. I'm still on the balcony shooting. I'm opening the window right now. Jumped in. Can't really hear that. I'm gonna go for the wall. Let's see if you can hear it. No, you cannot. Oh, you heard that though. Heard a breach. Okay, I'm gonna put thermite in default plant. Okay, let's say it's 2v2 late in the round. Thermite's on default plant. You want to stand right here, kind of, like right behind this, but kind of next to it. And you want to look right up here through the floor, lean left. That's what I like doing. Or you can go here and lean right. This is probably easier for you guys. I have the perfect spot here lined up, but if you're just starting out, I do it around here so you can get the exact spot down a little bit more. They're probably going to be plant tucked, like right here. So I'm going to start the plant just to show you. There's the plant. Again, I'll do it for you. There it is, right there. So you just want to get that down in your head. That's going to be right there, kind of. Kind of like right to the right of this big light. That's where the plant's going to be going down. So, say they started planting and I seen that. Again, let me show you. Okay, I just seen they started planting. It looks like they are sticking. Well, I got off there at the end, but say they're sticking. I can't do two controllers at once. Here we go. Okay, go an impact there. Make sure you don't hit the railings. Start spraying. Easy kill. And that's pretty much the round. Once you get that kill, you can just watch the diffuser from below. If they try to pick it up, just spray them. And if it's just one person, then obviously you win. Like it was right there. I might as well show you guys the grenade thing again one more time here. Like I was talking about before, if a bandit was tricking, I'll show you guys. Hopefully I can get my grenade and I don't mistime it. That would be embarrassing. I'll go Yana. I'll put 2 bandits, one far left, one far right on the breach as well. Just to show you it will get both of them from below. You grenade the right spot. Okay, so I'm coming out to spawn here. Just be careful of your spawn peaks, obviously. You don't want to get spawn peaked and not be able to do this at all. I think it's safest to go in here. Just watch this door here. Not door, the stairs. I don't know why I call it a door. Let me go on my drone right here really fast for you. If you can get this pre-placed drone, by the way, under this desk in office, then you have so much information on the site. You'll probably win the round if you can get this drone off, to be honest. Like you can see, don't come out obviously, and don't move it. If you turn your drone, by the way, it makes a huge sound cue for the defenders, and they will hear it and shoot it. So just try to keep it still if it's like facing this way. This is good. Maybe turn it once to try to ping the wall. So I'll ping where the bandit is right here. Say he's tricking it. Obviously, he can move back, so just try to do this when he's like on the wall and your team's going for it. So it's a lot of chaos going on. Let me ping that again. It went away. I have the rough idea. Let's shoot a hole here. Again, be careful. People can be down here, honestly. I actually just shot bandit. I've seen that on my other screen. The bandit's going to be on the other side of this light here, so instead of making a hole there, try to make a hole under this light right here. This is going to be the best spot, probably. Just like that. And now you're on the other side of this. That's how to figure out like where the wall is. It's like right here on this big brown divider. So this is where we're going to want a grenade right here. Let me see if I can get it off. There you go. Got both. Got both the batteries, and I killed the bandit himself, so... freebies, like I said. Again, you can just go Ash or Zofia if they're not bandit tricking. They probably won't be. That's not a common strat if you're in the higher ranks, but in the low ranks, probably a little bit more. I say low ranks, but probably like Plat, Emerald even. I've seen some bandits trick that. It's more common in the basement, but that one too. Okay, I'll show you guys the Echo strat for the plant denial this time. And I'll show you where to put the cam and everything. Okay, so I've loaded back in now. I've done the default setup like I said before. I do recommend doing this. I'll show you guys in a minute why that is too, just in case later in the round happens and it goes wrong. That's where you're going to throw your first yokai though, right there. Just throw it against this beam. It'll land there every single time. Simply drive it right here in the middle, kind of to the left a little bit more, and then jump it up and it stays. And you can see the default plant right there. And you can also hear if they're trying to plant somewhere else. So you can jump down like this, and then red ping where they are, or just notice where they are and throw your impact off of that accordingly. They probably will not see this. Unless they have an IQ, they will not be shooting that. Like, if they're in default plant right here, they can barely see the tip of it. You can even bury it in the corner a little bit more too, so you can just see the leg, and it still zaps them off the plant. So that's just another layer to get them off the plant. For the other yokai cam, again, if you want to throw it back here in solar, that's good too. You can throw it up here on this one. Let's see if I can do it. Yes, I did. Throw it kind of off that beam. You can get it up here. Can't jump it on that beam, but there you go. This is a default plant for back here on the solar take, so you can see it there. Get them right off. So you have both sites covered pretty much. You can hear audio for the entire site. It will be hard to shoot. Nobody's going to spot this unless they're specifically looking for it and know about it and have no enemies to be fighting. So pretty rare. Again, unless they take IQ. If you're doing these yokai strats, it might be worth it to ban IQ even. If they ban Jackal, because Jackal sucks. Hate going against Jackal. But I would recommend just going Echo. It will be fine. I doubt they'll shoot these cameras ever. If they do, just unlucky. Move on to the next one. You are going impacts, by the way, every round, so don't waste your impacts on the rotate. Your teammates should be able to get that done. And if not, then that's not your fault either. Maybe shoot some holes if you need to. Again, it's up to you if you want to do that backside solar yokai, just in case, to be safe, or throw the one up here like I did before. That way you can get the stuff off the wall. And by the way, you can get the stuff off the wall the first time, and even if they don't open it up and go there later to plant, then you can still do the other way, like I'm going to do right now, to show you how to stop the default plant. But do keep in mind, if they don't get the wall open, they're probably not going to plant there, honestly, unless they run in from the balcony. So if you can stop the wall getting open and still have an impact left, I just recommend opening this hatch up completely and then making your holes right here still. Kind of hard to make the holes when you're already down here, especially with Echo. That's why I'd recommend this in a team strat. Like I said, make shotgun holes. But you can still kind of pull it off like that. Like I can see the balcony walk in now. Like if they get deep in here, kind of go here and I can shoot across. Or like here. Again, farther back's better because you can look up more. Kind of like that. And you can still kill them. But for this way of doing it, again, kind of stand right here. So I'm going for the wall right now. You can hear that on the yokai cam very easily. Oh, they're going for a rush plant. I'm getting it down, Thermite. Okay, so I got off the plant just to show you because, again, I'm using 2 controllers, so it takes me a lot longer than it would in game to get off the yokai camera and grab my controller. So say he starts planting right now. You just seen it on your yokai drone. Let me show you again. Right here. You can also use your zaps at the start if you want. That'll just delay them longer, but if you see they're planting here, I would just go for the free kill, honestly. That'll be more impactful than getting them off the plant, because if they're dead, they're not going to be planting either, right? Oh, there's that stick drift. There's that stick drift. He's like crab walking or something. Interesting stuff, Therm. That's probably how they're going to be tucked right here, though. They might be like looking this way, so just be ready for when you're going for your shots on his head. Either way, though. So let me get off my cam. Say he starts planting again. Okay. So these. Oh my god, he's like moving forward again. That's unlucky. I did shoot him at first. Shot him again. And there you go.
Mission successful.
Unfortunately, I ran out of ammo. Because I was showing you guys multiple things and I was making holes in my gun during that round. But that's okay. I still got him even with 1 impact. Honestly, you don't even need an impact at all. That's just a bonus to have. So, I mean, if you want to do this with like a bulletproof camera and somebody else, or like Maestro for some reason. I think Echo and Solis, from what I've found, are the best ops for this, though, to deny the plant. And if they're a little quicker like Solis and Echo, then they can get down there fast if they need. It doesn't take long to rotate to the basement either. You just need to hop down from the balcony or drop a hatch and then drop the other hatch, and then you're there. Very quick to get to the basement, honestly. So if you know they're about to go for that plant, you have like a 2v2 or something, and you don't need to help your teammate on the site. Like if it's a 1v3, then I would not do this, because you're going to stop the plant, but then they could also just plant somewhere else if you start shooting them and miss. So I would not try that at that point. But if you do this strat correctly, it will get you free wins, non-stop guaranteed. So I would recommend trying it with the team. If you guys enjoyed this, this was a very fun video for me to make. I do love doing these kind of secret strats, you could call it. I did find this one out myself. I was just playing around in a custom game. I was trying to see like any ways I could impact trick it from below, but then I found like I could do it from the basement completely safe. Like, yeah, that's a good strat. If I can deny the wall getting open, you're probably going to win that round if they're trying to take there. Against like ranked teams that don't know what they're doing.
10 seconds to go.
If you do something random like this that makes them use their brains and think of what to do,
5 seconds.
unless they're very, very good players and can IGL like midway during the round, they're not going to know what to do, and
Located and
you're going to win that round for sure. I'm so confident in it. If you want to see my solo queue games, like I said, subscribe down there below. I will be using this from now on when I do Chalet games, so hopefully I will be back doing my solo queue games soon enough. I haven't uploaded those in a bit now, like I said in the last video, but they'll be coming back soon, I promise. That'll do it for this one though, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.